a rock and roll legend, his beautiful bride, the real brains behind the outfit, Mr. and Mrs. Rich Engler. We're here to talk about his rock and roll memorabilia, going once, going twice, but before it's gone, you need to step up. The reason we would like some philanthropist who's got a few shekels set aside to do it is so we could actually get it all in one fell swoop and take it down to Andy Masick at the Heinz History Center. Let's begin there, Rich. Why this would be such a great gift. Would it not?
Well, you're exactly right. This is something I put together. It took me about 40-some years to do. It is perhaps we think the largest one-of-a-kind autographed collections of guitars in the world. 235 plus guitars.
Wow.
Of the who's who of rock and roll, country, jazz, Christian attractions, everything. Right here in front of me is Dickie Betts, Allman Brothers, right here. One of the great guitar players of all time. Right there, Jeff Beck, Charlie Daniels Band, or Edge with Charlie Daniels, David Bowie, AC/DC, Coldplay, well, a lot of new stuff. Kid Rock, Coldplay, like I said, Justin Timberlake, on and on and on. And in country, we got Garth Brooks, we got Toby Keith, Shania Twain. It's all over the board. George Benson, Neil Young, right there. This is something that needs to be seen.
Yep.
It's not only a collection, it's an attraction. It's a huge attraction. I've been giving it to charities to auction off 4 to 6 people to come and see it for a cocktail party. And I tell some stories and they see the collection. They've been getting $10,000 per visit. So there you could see.
Listen, I thought this is worth big, massive bucks. But when he kind of tells you what he thinks that they have valued it at, this is something that would be a gift once that check is stroked and it clears the bank. And if it would go into a place, because I'm a little sentimental about the Heinz History Center, this would give Andy and that History Center a great return, because people would come from all over the country, and all of these bands who come into Pittsburgh, they'd be making a point to go to the Heinz History Center. This is truly music to everyone's ears because of the names that are on these guitars. Tell them what you think the price and what you have evaluated it to be. This is, I thought it was much more.
Well, that's the magic of it. You have to go to richengler.com, and
I tried.
It's very simple. RICHENGLER.com. Very simple. There's a letter there that spells it all out. That I have 2 collections. Actually, the guitar collection is what it is, all selling at one time, and the memorabilia collection, which is 800 pieces, which includes Tina Turner's jacket that she took off on the farewell tour and signed it, Britney Spears, Willie Nelson's hat. I mean, all these other things that I have, 800 pieces of that.
Plus 1,000 stage passes.
Plus 1,000 stage passes, laminated stage passes, and regular stage passes. But the big attraction, I think, is the guitars. And it's out there, and like Rob said, that I think somebody that could buy it, and it'd be the Mike Jones Foundation, Family Foundation, presents at the Heinz History Center or somewhere, or Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership could get a building and put it in there and make it happen.
Listen, you could actually, and I want his wife to jump in here in just a minute, but you could actually take this stuff on the road.
Well, it's a lot to take on the road.
I mean, but look how many times they have these traveling museums. I mean, you got an 18-wheeler, you could fix it up, people could walk right in the back. I mean, you realize Cleveland, Ohio, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame would not love to be able to show some of this stuff?
Yeah, you're exactly right.
He taught me a little bit about promoting. Yeah. Listen, Pat and Ed, I'd do anything for those guys, and him, and his wife. So what's this whole mean thing to you as far as looking at this? You know, Cindy and I were talking earlier about how time stands still for no one just moments ago, and where we are chronologically in life. And looking at things a little bit differently now. But this really is your whole life, isn't it?
It is.
Well, it really is. It really
Let
is.
your wife talk. Go ahead.
Okay.
It is, but on the other hand, it's not. I mean, this is a really important part of our life, and
But it's not family.
it's, yeah, I mean, it's very important, don't get me wrong, but, you know, we have other things in our life that we value more.
With our family, with our kids and grandkids, everything, and this is. I want other people to enjoy it. This like I said, it's an attraction. It needs to be out there so the masses can see it. That's really it. Right behind us, you're seeing a picture of Bruce Springsteen. You know, I opened PNC Park with Bruce, and we broke all the records at Heinz Field with Bruce Springsteen, born in the USA.
Oh, that was
He held the records forever, 65,000 people. So, and then he finally somebody broke it.
Is it Garth Brooks?
Garth Brooks put the stage in the center and sold a few more thousand tickets and broke Bruce's record. But
all right, so a couple of more things, and then we're going to get out of here. But so I had your buddy Pat on when Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys started.
oh yes,
So I'm expecting him to come on and, you know, the violins, and let's really talk about Brian Wilson, because I love Brian Wilson. But he kept talking about they were good, they were great, but they weren't the Beatles. And I'm thinking, why is he doing this to me? But he knows exactly how to get the audience going. It turned out to be one of my greatest shows ever, because we started talking about the Beach Boys and the Beatles. But I just want you for a minute to talk about the significance of Brian Wilson and what he meant to music.
absolute brilliant brain. His brain worked like nobody else's. He was able to write God Only Knows and all those surfing hits, of course.
And didn't even surf.
Yeah, didn't even
I
surf.
love the guy.
But yes,
Eddie Traviseri sent me a picture when you guys had promoted them one time.
yes,
My goodness, there isn't anybody that you guys haven't met in this industry.
exactly. It's we. And here
It's
they
all
are.
here.
Oh.
And it can be yours, richengler.com. And Paul McCartney's coming back in
Yes.
November.
Yep.
Talk about him a little bit. This
Oh,
guy's in his 80s now.
Oh yeah, well,
Fabulous.
Really good?
well, the last time we had Paul was 2 nights at the Civic Arena, and the first night sells out right
What,
away.
did he have a sore throat or something? Was that the,
Oh, yes.
I remember.
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember you were
And the manager,
panicking.
That was the
manager
night.
comes in, he goes, I don't know if Paul can play. I said, I just heard him do sound check. How bad could it be? He goes, hey, it may have sound good to you, but it doesn't sound good to Paul. You get these 3 doctors here right away. The throat doctor, this doctor, that doctor. So I get the doctors there. Long story short, the manager comes out, he goes, your lucky day, he's going to play. He may not play tomorrow, but he's going to play today.
I heard nothing but good things.
Yeah,
about that guy.
so he played. The next day it was great, and he came to me and Cindy at the end, and he took a bunch of pictures with us, which we have and, on the guitar, by the way. And he said, I want to invite you to my final show in Chicago at Soldiers Field. I'm going to send you a personal invitation, and he did. And I have the invitation. He said it. We went to
We
Chicago.
partied with them.
richengler.com.
We partied
Rich.
with Paul and Linda afterward.
My price, I think, is more appropriate than what you're asking. I'm telling you, it's true. I don't think people realize. And Cindy, all these shows you've seen, all these people you've met, and I know you're all about family, but this guy, how proud are you to be married to Rich
Are
Engler?
you kidding me? I tell him that every morning. What do I tell you? I'm the luckiest girl in the world.
You do.
Every morning.
By the way, could you get me a date? I'm tired of being alone. No, I'm good. I got to talk about your other buddy who's struggling a little bit right now, and I love him, and that's Billy
Billy.
Joel.
Yeah. Well, I talked to Billy. I thought before his procedure,
Right.
and because Joe Maroon is a good friend of ours,
Doc Maroon.
as soon as Joe heard about it, he called me. He goes, "Hey, you got to reach out to Billy. There's another situation of a procedure that can take place that they won't have to do the drilling." By the time I got with Billy,
It already
had it done, because by the time the news gets out, it was already old news to him and his Dennis Arfa, his manager, agent. And they said, "Hey, thank you for the heads up, but we already," and no pun intended, but
I didn't say that, Billy.
that
I love Billy Joel.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
so
nice.
yeah, it would have been a few days ago.
On Rich's birthday.
No, July 1st. I thought
No,
it
it
was.
was July 5th. It was
Oh,
your birthday.
wow.
All right, reality TV. We're with the Engler family here in Swickley. I have to talk about somebody else because he never is out wanting the credit. You and Pat were the twin superstars. There's no doubt, Pat to Caesar. But what Ed Traviseri did in the background, unbelievable.
Yeah.
He was the
Driving force.
He was the backbone of everything. I would come up with ideas. I would make him. He would go and research everything and come back to me and feed me this other information. Follow through. He was not only one time. He started out as a limo driver for me. Then he moved to the production manager. Then he became the marketing director, and then he eventually became a partner. I mean, he was everything,
And,
and he still is today.
But both of his boys are also in the music business. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, they're
Both of his
very
sons.
successful in the music business. Corey and Taylor, and we're so super proud of them because they came out of my bloodline.
You know, so many people, this journey, think about some of the people that were on the airwaves. People like John Sigmund, who I think about all the time. But you have to also think about Jimmy Roach, Steve Hansen, two people that I absolutely respect and admire. And I love Steve Hansen, love his wife, obviously Linda's father, meaning Steve's wife. What did those people mean to you in the early days to get the word out?
Oh well, it was. We were married to these radio stations. I mean,
But you could work it, and you still can work it.
yeah. Well, we talked them into these concert announcements at 7 to 10 o'clock in the morning, or 9 o'clock in the morning, or drive time. We have a concert announcement. We're not telling anybody who it is, and they bought into it, and it was great. I also talked to bands, a lot of the bands, into doing live broadcasts. I don't know if you remember that from the Stanley Theater, James Taylor and many others. After the show would sell out, the manager and the bands would
On the
agree
radio.
on the live. Yeah, we did that many times.
You know, Howard Stern does that to this day.
Yeah.
That's a big ticket item.
Oh my goodness, it was great and great for them. And we work with all stations. Although you're talking about WTVE, that was great, but the YDD and YEP, all them, they really worked it. And without them, we would have been nothing.
And KDKA, believe me when I'm telling you.
KDKA radio. Wait a minute, we're there from the very beginning. Always.
Clark Race, all these great people from back in the day.
Art Pallet.
Jack Bogut. Anyway, before I let you go, I want to go over this one more time. Although I'm looking for something from the Granati brothers. Do you have anything from the Granati brothers here? Then I might stroke a check if you got something from the
Not
Granati.
handy.
Okay. All right. I love those guys. All right, listen. Again, please tell them the significance. A to Z, every letter in the alphabet, there's a first and last name, signature, a guitar, musical memorabilia. Reach out, richengler.com. And again, I'm looking for someone who wants to give a gift that'll keep on giving. Someone who wants a nice write-off, but also an opportunity to say, look what our family did for this legacy, for this man. But more importantly, there's not one person who's not watching this right now that's not connected to something that has to do with music. We all remember our favorites, and especially that first or second concert. This is how you can relive it, by having a chance to go see this or by purchasing what he has to offer. You got the last word.
Or a super game room.
Honestly, why do you want to get rid of all this?
Hey,
It's time.
I'm 79 years old.
Are you?
Yes. Exactly.
Speaking of that, did you see Rod Stewart recently perform over in England? And Ozzy Osbourne, God bless him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, Ozzy's still hanging in there.
well, that was his last show.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, there's another, I want to just mention, there's a young performer named Youngblood, who's kind of like the young Ozzy Osbourne. This kid did a version of Changes in front of 40,000 people at that last concert. He crushed it. So Ozzy is going to be around in one form or another, but I don't care what anyone says, and I said this the other day, Rich and Cindy, Ozzy Osbourne has withstood the test of time as much as Elvis, the Beatles, Sinatra, because at that concert with this poor man who's been suffering from all sorts of things, including Parkinson's, sitting in a throne-like chair performing, there were people in their 20s, in their 30s, and their 40s, and they were all jumping up and down. That's the witness of the talent of Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, you got that right.
Do you ever promote him?
Oh, all the time, yeah.
How tough was that?
All of them. Oh, wow.
Oh, I can't wait for the book. And what about Rod Stewart?
Oh yeah, he loves Sydney. First
Oh,
of all,
I can see that.
Rod Stewart one time, real fast story.
Go ahead.
So I have him at the Civic Arena, and he has this microphone on a certain channel that whenever he leaves, he's still singing in the limo, and so he beats the traffic.
Nice.
So before this, he goes, "Hey, why don't we go and have drinks tonight somewhere?" And I said, "Okay." So I tell the limo driver, take him to Shady Side at the staircase. I forget what the name of the place was, and I'll be over in about 20 minutes because I have to do some things. So Sheldon, my driver, he takes him in the limo, and they're gone. It's after he was still singing "Good Night" or "Tonight's the Night" or whatever. And so I get over to the bar, and my limo guy, he's watching TV like this, and I go, "Where's the band?" He goes, "They're right." Oh, he said they were right back there.
Not now.
And I said, and he goes like this, "My keys are gone." Rod Stewart ran up, and while he was watching TV, Rod Stewart stole the keys. They got in the limo, him and the band, and they went to Ellsworth.
No kidding.
To some other bar.
Nice.
So, but my limo driver, he's running like crazy down the street. I go, "I'm going home." So I went home when he finally caught up.
Here's the other thing. Now, Ozzy's obviously dealing with some health issues, and I do keep him in my thoughts and prayers. I love him and Sharon and the children and grandchildren, but I love all genres of music. We were just talking the other day about Smokey Robinson. He's another one who just keeps on doing what he does and sounds great. But what is it with you, Mick Jagger, Rod Stewart? You guys look younger than me. Well, I mean, how's that even possible?
He has a good wife.
Now they tell me.
Yeah.
But think about it.
Well, I have always looked young whenever I was
How did you not fall into that rock and roll lifestyle? Because you were around constantly. And some of the stories he told me, if I told you these stories, I'd have to go into witness protection.
Yeah, and I've never taken a drug in my life. That's one thing. Never tried, tested, never. In the early 60s, I smoked some marijuana, but who didn't? And I had a company to run, and I had to keep all these other people, try to get them straight to get on stage, play, and get off stage. And sometimes that was very difficult.
Okay, and look, I'm not defending any bad behavior. I've had my days, and those days are in the rearview mirror. We've all had our moments. But I was doing a little blog about Ozzy the other day, and I said, you know what? For those of you who want to point fingers, just understand the world of entertainment isn't all glitz and glamour. You're alone a lot. There's a lot of peer pressure, and there's a lot of bullying. There's a lot of really tough negotiating. They're not all as good as DeCesar and Engler and Travis Harris. People promoting, people take money. Billy Joel went through it. They've all gone through it. So they seek something to escape from all of that. Not saying it's okay, but unless you've walked in their shoes, people don't understand it.
Yeah, and the grueling pressure of traveling is another big thing. If they're traveling on a bus or if they're traveling on a plane, it's night after night after night after night. That really wears you down fast.
Well, it's nice to see people like on the other side doing good. Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish, some of these new performers that are packing in these stadiums. I just hope they all kind of continue to fly right. Because what happens when you get older, you look at these performers like you would if they were your children.
Exactly.
And you want them to be happy.
Exactly.
All right, tell them again. Get the checkbook out. Tell them.
richengler.com. richengler.com. Read it. It's a nice letter. You'll understand it. Hope we hear from you.
And he'll promote the exhibit. So it works for everybody.
Exactly.
All right, folks. Listen, back on the air in just a couple of hours after CBS Radio News at 5 a.m. Tomorrow, KDK 100.1 FM AM 1020. If you don't have that Odyssey app, get it. Download it. It's free. AUDACY. From the Englers, it's your Pratte Pack. Have a great weekend.